How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Now that it's finally cooled down a little bit. Jesus Christ. How fucking hot was it this week? Too hot. Too bloody hot. Right, let's put the fan on. Fogged up in this bitch. And no, you haven't clicked onto the wrong video, guys. This is the review for the Saints box. Unfortunately, I can't use it. I'm going to get to why very soon, but I can't use it. So we've got the 3S LiPo out. I'm not going to fail on chucking some clouds. One way or another, we'll get some clouds on this fucking video. So, right, this video is going to be a little bit different, obviously. I tried my best to get the Saints box working, but it's dead. Okay, it's gone. Which is a shame because I paid for it with my own money and it cost me $150, and now I've got $150 paperweight, so gutted. But there we go. These things happen, you know. Sometimes there is a bad one, but it just seems like it just seems like I'm cursed at the minute, you know. I think the Filipino god of mods is taking a real shit on me, to be honest. I'm not having a lot of luck lately at all. I do have some good shit though, guys, and it is from the Philippines, so they're not all bad, but the couple that I've had recently have completely shit the bed. You know, which is, it's gutting, it really is. So, Brian Webber, owner of Mohawk Vapors, he was, this was where I got this from. He did look after me, and yeah, he has still got some of these on his website. Now, I wanted to ask him, obviously, you know, has he had any other problems with any of the others? And yes, he has, but not to the extent that I've had with mine. He's had some issues with the threads, which I will get to, but primarily not as bad as what this one is. I've got the pig. So $150, come in loads of different resin colours and whatnot, you know, patterns, whatever. And this is made by Vaping Kiko. Vaping Kiko have been around a while. They did the Dimitri, I believe. They did the one, I think it was. And they've done a few. They've done a few mods. They've been around a little bit. Now, I've got a little confession to make. I did reach out to Kiko himself, the owner of Vaping Kiko. I explained my problems, told him I was having some serious issues with this box, and he basically tried to bribe me. He asked if I would do him a good review regardless, and he'd send me his new mod that's coming out soon, and I said no, no, I will not. That's just how it is. I'll keep it fucking real, and that's just the way it is. I'm not interested in being bribed I'm not interested in being bribed with free mods to put up a fucking false review. That's not going to happen. So that did happen, and then he decided to block me on Facebook. So he's now blocked me completely. However, he will watch this fucking review. I guarantee he will watch this review. And Kiko, if you do watch this, frankly, to block me after I'd fucking told you about these problems, I think takes the piss, to be honest. You've treated me like a cunt. I'm not very happy. I am not very happy at all. Initially, when I got in touch with him, he replied like that instantly, and for that reason I was going to go easy on the bloke, because my gripe isn't someone bringing out a bad mod, it's the aftercare, right? It's the aftercare with the customer. And previous companies I've got in touch with and I've been ignored for fucking weeks, right? Kiko initially replied like that instantly within 5 minutes, right? So I was very impressed to start off with. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to go too hard on the bloke. We've got a bad one and I've got it, so that's just how it is. But after blocking me, no, I'm not having it. So I had to go through a few things, guys, to get this. I'm going to get the Saints box out. We will go up close with it. I will take it apart. We'll do the usual, but I'm not putting batteries in it because last time I did, this thing was sparking. So I'm not putting batteries in it, and I refuse to use it because it's dangerous. So this is the Saints box, and yeah, it looks nice. It does look nice on this side. This side, however, has its issues, big issues. I'll show you when we go up close. But this boils down to that trusty old saying, you know, when you're uptown and you'd see someone from a distance, you know, and you'd be like, nice. And then you get close and there'd be a fucking munter. And that's a bit like this mod. Nice from afar, but far from nice. This mod has a lot of problems. It really does, and it doesn't just boil down to the hybrid issue that I've had. It boils down to the threads. It boils down to the fixtures of the resins. It boils down to the little Saints badge constantly falling out. It's boiled down to the spring in the fucking button constantly jamming up. When I show you this spring, I guarantee you will not have seen a more depressed looking spring in all your life. Ridiculous. But like I say, I got it from Mohawk. He has got a few more. He has assured me that they're in no state like this one is. We're going to do a little cut. We're going to cut off. I'm going to show you what I had to do to get this hybrid out because it was seized. So get comfy, get a vape, and let's have a look, shall we? Alright guys, so yeah, this is one of the few problems I've had with this Saints box. The hybrid connection is completely seized in there. I've tried getting it out by putting a tiny little nail in there and one in there, and then sort of turning it and, you know, opposing forces, trying to get it to go. It seems to be really seized in there, so I'm going to hit it with some WD-40 to see if that frees it up at all. I'll let that sit in there for a second. I've left this now for around 15 minutes, reapplied the WD-40, tried to crank it again, still no luck. It's just completely fucking jammed in there. It's not moving. So what I think I'm going to do here is these two little holes, or they're like indentations, they're not proper, they don't go all the way through, which is what my issue is at the minute, I think. I've got a 2.5mm metal drill bit. I'm going to drill straight down. Now there is a rubber gasket underneath this hybrid, which is obviously to prevent it from auto firing against the battery. I'm hoping that I don't damage that. I'm just going to try and go through here, through the hybrid plate, and that's it. Then I can kind of put some screwdrivers, some really thin screwdrivers, straight down through this, and then I'm hoping I can get enough leverage on it to crank it open. That's the theory. Let's hope it works. I've took the contacts out from underneath, so all the bits should fall straight through onto this little fibre cloth that I've wrapped the mod up in. So let's see what happens. Right, let's cane this fucking WD in there. Just want to bevel this out a little bit, make sure it's properly cleared. So let's try this now. Let's see if my theory works. That's the idea. Wait, I see movement. There we go. Can't fucking beat me, you little slag. Vaping Kiko, shit Right, so there we go. They're the fucking problem on this mod, guys. The fucking threads. The whole fucking mod is shit. All the threads are shit. Right, my chicken nuggets, let's fucking do this. So, here we have the Saints Series Box Mod by Vaping Kiko. So this is the packaging it comes in. When I first received this, I was actually happily surprised. I was like, oh, I've actually got some packaging of sorts, rather than, you know, fucking bubble wrap or pipe insulation. You know, how pleasant. So I was actually pretty, on first impressions, quite happy about this. So this is what it comes in. Then you open it up and you're greeted by a nice little authenticity card. So far so good. So diving in, I have swapped the spring out. Guys, is it just me, right? But look at this fucking spring. Seriously, this spring has to be one of the worst springs I've ever seen in my fucking life. Now, I will say this as well, with this spring in, the button was jamming up every time I hit it, constantly jamming up. So, you know, springs are a no-go in this one. It should have been magnets, or he should have put a decent fucking spring in it, but that spring is absolutely shit. Terrible. Worst spring I've ever fucking had in my hand. You do get this resin 510 drip tip, which kind of matches the resin on the box itself, kind of. To be honest with you, it just looks more plastic than resin, and it feels more plastic than resin as well. But hey, who am I to say that? Double O-ring. Haven't used it, so can't tell you if it's any good. It's irrelevant in my eyes, to be honest, guys. I apologise if I sound pissed off. It's because I am. I don't think this box deserves this close up, to be honest. If it was up to me, I'd be ending the review 5 minutes ago, but I just want to show you it. So here we go. So a few specs for you guys. It's 78mm high, it's 57mm wide, and then it's 25mm deep. Okay. Now, first off, I'm going to say that these two, the position of these two are in the wrong place. They're too tight. They're too close together. I'll show you why. Now, this is using a 24mm RDA. Look how close that fucker is to that button. I mean, it is so tight, and that's on a 24mm. So a 25, I think you'll be hitting the button. Why they're that close, I do not know. You know, he had plenty of room here to move these over a fraction. You know, a couple of mil either side would have made all the difference. So there is that issue. This was a huge issue, as you've seen, but now it comes in and out. But the problem with it is, I believe it's twisted, or I believe the frame's twisted. That circle, to me, where this goes, is not circle. It's not a true circle. I mean, you can kind of see gaps around it when you pull it to the side. You can kind of see a gap around here where it's flush on the. It's flush all the way around, but then there's a gap, like in this top corner. Around here as well. Look, you can kind of see. And what that does is it jams this up all the time. It's constantly jamming. But that's irrelevant, because with me drilling it out, I believe it's twisted this top section. It's put it out of line, and now none of my RDAs will work. They just don't work properly. The 510 pin doesn't reach the battery, and I'm not safe putting batteries in it and firing it up. So it's fucked. So there we go. It's completely fucked. I'm not willing to use it. Like, all you got to do is just tighten it. As soon as it gets past a certain point, so that's it there. You cannot get these fuckers open. You have to literally use a tool on it. I've just got it with my thumb, but it jams up so easily. The threads are appalling. They're very janky. This is nickel plated aircraft aluminium, the top and bottom plates. So there you go, that's what it's made out of. The contact plates are 24 karat gold plated copper. Now, I've never had threads this bad on a mod in my life. They are shocking underneath here on the contacts. Terrible. I could have done a better job if I milled these out by hand. These are awful. The contacts themselves are okay. The actual contacts themselves are not too bad on the threads, and he has done the negative and the positive, which makes it easier, so that's a good thing. But if you look at these threads, I mean, just look at the fucking state of them threads. They are disgusting. I actually feel sick looking at them. They're horrible. If you don't agree that them threads are fucking disgusting and possibly the worst, if you don't think that those threads are fucking disgusting, then you need your eyes testing, because they are shoddy. Look at the fucking state of them. Oh my gosh. Wow. Fuck me. Oh my days, look at them down there. Holy fuck. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. They're both as bad. Wow. Jesus Christ. Terrible. So let's take this plate off. Also, guys, on this other side, you can see the little Saints badge is starting to raise up. He does keep popping out. He's got a mind of his own. He just wants to run off and start fucking dancing, but I have to keep popping him back in there. Yeah, he's got a mind of his own, this one, but the other side's alright. Also, is it this side? Yeah, it's this side, I believe. Yeah, you can see there's some chips on the edge of the resin. There we go, just there, look. Now, I have not taken this fully apart because I didn't want to, because I don't know how this looks inside. I wanted to do it on camera. Oh, there's some more chips just there. Now, look at this side. Look at that gap. Doesn't even fit flush. And that's been like that from the day I received it, guys, because I actually messaged Brian the day I received it and told him about it. So it wasn't caused by me drilling the hybrid out or anything. That has been like that from day dot. So I believe this has always been out of fucking sync, or it's just measured shit, not done right. You know, it's just not a very good job at all. I think we can all agree on that one. So let's get some of this shit out of the way. That side's very tight compared to that other side. Jesus. Wow. They really are terrible. I mean, that's embarrassing, it really is. So there you go, there's the bottom plate. I'm not putting this thing back together, by the way. I've got other plans for this thing. Right, so, okay, so I'm going to take it apart so you know how to, if you've got a good one. So you've got these two screws here as well, which is to take this top section off. So we'll undo these. Whoops. I will put this thing back together, but I won't do it on camera because I don't want to make this video too long. I'll put it back together for later on when I decide what I'm going to do with this thing. So once you've took them out, guys, you've just got this button housing, this flathead inside there. So we'll just take this one out. You have to push this down with your finger to hold it in place, otherwise it will just keep spinning. So push it down, get your screwdriver, turn, and there we go. There's your button. This just unscrews. Just a little resin plate that's put on here. So I'm speeding this one through now. I'm not fucking about it anymore. He's lucky I've gone this far with it, to be honest. I just want to expose it for how shit it is. And this is the spare spring that's inside. As you can see, it's a damn sight a lot better than the other one. It's a softer spring, so it's a more spongy throw than what the copper one is. But I mean, this one is just shocking. It's terrible. I mean, that's what a spring should look like. And then you've got this. It's not even straight. Terrible. And like I say, it jams the button up constantly. That was the biggest problem with it. That's why I swapped it out. There you go. There's the frame. plating on here, it doesn't seem great, to be honest. I can see it already starting to fade in a couple of areas, but it's not the worst I've seen, to be honest. So it's definitely not the worst. It's not the best either. This is your resin body. So there you go. I'm not willing to spend any more time on this thing. We're going to come back up top, and I'm not happy with this at all, guys. I'm very, very disappointed indeed, and it's such a shame. It really is, because once you break it down to like the bare's minimal, I mean, it had so much potential, you know. It just had so much potential, and instead it's completely shit the bed, and it's just disappointing. It really is. At least we've got some clouds. That's all I'm going to say. There you go. What a piss take. What a fucking piss take. This mod is fucking shit. It is. Again, quality control, non-existent, obviously. I mean, who in their right mind would release a mod that's clearly in such a shit fucking state? I mean, the finish is fucking crud. I don't know what these people think. You know, personally, for me, having OCD, I'm very particular about things that have to be a certain way. And you know, when I was able to work, because I used to be a heating engineer, everything had to be perfect. You know, if it wasn't, it'd get redone. That's just the way I am. You know, so when I see stuff like this, it really bugs me, because you know, they would have seen this and packed it, and they must have looked at it and just been like, do you know what? Fuck it, doesn't matter. All about the fucking money, innit? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it sucks, and it's, you know, it hurts, because it's my fucking money I spent on this, and unfortunately I can't use it. So I think we're gonna have to send this mod to the fucking graveyard. I'm not sure how, but click the link at the end of the video, and yeah, I'll figure out something to do with this mod. But I haven't really got anything else on this one, guys. I'm, you know, not really much else to say. Very disappointed. Will I be buying any more Vaping Kiko stuff? No. Will I fuck? No chance. If he hadn't have blocked me on Facebook, I think we'd be having a different discussion right now. But he did, and the fact that he done that is, quite frankly, appalling. And Kiko, you should be ashamed of yourself. You don't treat people like that, mate. That's just fucking out of order, bang out of order. So that's it, guys, for this one. If you enjoyed the review, well, kind of review, please remember to like, share and comment. Hit the little icon in the corner of the screen at the end of the video. You can go straight through to the subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. You will get notified when I put another video up. So I've got lots of nice stuff coming up, really nice classy stuff if you're into that sort of thing, high end, and I have got some normal kind of stuff as well for you people out there that, you know, are on a budget. So I have got some budget stuff as well, so yeah, I've got something for everyone, so it's all good. I need a drink, man. Banging. That's it. I am done with this one. So yeah, I hope everyone has a good day today, a great weekend, and I should have another video up tomorrow. So, oh yeah, as well, there is a giveaway going on the channel at the minute, guys, for the Q box. The video is on the channel. You can enter it. It's going on till the 4th of next month, so there's plenty of time to get involved on that one. So yeah, check that one out. You might win, you never know. Also check my Instagram out, at Cottonkillers. Lots of cool shit up on there. Yeah, there's some nice stuff up there for you to have a look at. Head over to the Facebook group, Cottonkillers, all capital letters, all one word. And if you want to contact me for anything, or any of you out there want any of your products shown on Clean Cottonkillers, then you can get me on lungpunchkid@gmail.com. Alright, that's about it for this one, guys. So have yourself a fine day, and I'll see you fuckers soon. Keep it clean, my Cottonkillers.